Scene 1, Apple, take 1. Scene 1, Apple, take 2.
Hey, I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV, the Black Dragon Biker News Network, biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is you in the world it is that you happen to be. We will be hearing for the first time the young man who was involved in the altercation with the Outlaws. We'll be hearing him speak for the very first time. And it's actually pretty brief, but we'll be taking a look at that and hearing what he has to say. This is the first time he's spoken out. I think that happened Friday. Unfortunately for me, Friday, I was at the bedside of a dear friend, Nikita, 1%er, who was taken off life support and passed away. And he was surrounded by family and close friends, and I was there with him during his transition. So we didn't get that story out then, but we will absolutely be looking at everything as it has transpired. Also, we'll be looking at the breaking news that has happened, unfortunately, with the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. When it rains, it pours, and it has definitely been pouring down in their neck of the woods. That's going on. So we'll be taking a look at some of those things here in a few minutes, actually in 1 minute and 7 seconds after we get back from this brief introduction. I have definitely heard from all of you all who have been calling and sending me information out of North Carolina this morning, and the phone is exploding. So we definitely understand what's going on up there. Be back in 1 minute and 7 seconds after this brief introduction. This morning's story, lead-in story, is James Simmons speaks on his beating that occurred in that pub, Pike's Pub, up there in North Carolina. We'll take a look at that and then some other stuff. Back in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Thank you for tuning in since 20.
Black Dragon Biker News. It's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books, then you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started in the 80s, hit the scene, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath. MC, where he paid his dues in the artist stripes, from prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat, the nose kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Yourself educated by his books, and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe, and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Wow, I don't know what's going on. The whole system froze. I hate it when those days happen. The whole damn system just froze. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, well, alrighty then. I'm Black Dragon, and I'd like to add to the show my co-host Lavish T. Williams. What's up, Lavish?
What's up? What's up, man? What's going on, everybody over there in the internet world, streaming, watching the podcast? What's happening?
And we have our very own show with our own Dr. Logic in the house, our own preacher. And
what's going on?
5 is Lavish T. Williams, new police commissioner, District 5. We're just going to call that into being.
District 2, man. We're going to speak that into existence.
District 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't get the district wrong, man. That's like getting the wrong side of the city wrong, Doc.
Right, District 2, man.
I got the wrong damn district. Hey, man, I'm all discombobulated. My whole system just went down. What the hell?
What does that mean? Like, what happened? What do you say? The system went down. What
everything froze. Mean? Maybe I got too many windows open here. Let me see. Everything is just frozen.
Yeah, he got about 1,000 windows open on.
No, I was just asking that because I don't know what froze mean. I got eCam. I never had that problem, so I don't really know what that means. Like, so you said the system froze. That means it's not working properly. Got some bugs in it, huh? I don't have bugs in eCam. I'm just.
But you got a computer.
I got a computer, but my software, my streaming software, it doesn't.
Apple software that nobody in the world uses. That's why it has no bugs in it because nobody uses it.
All the professionals use it, man.
No professionals use eCam. Everybody uses Restream or Streamlab. Nobody uses
Streamlab. You don't even know StreamYard
or OBS Streamlabs. Listen, don't boy. Why I got to go through this? Why?
I'm just saying, man. We're gonna have Logic pray on it.
Look, I use vMix, and I can do whatever I want to.
Hey, man, Logic, I want to thank you for that prayer you wrote.
Hey, don't mention the fact that he got something different than StreamYard as well, and he don't have any problems either, man. Don't overlook that.
Never even heard of that. What he's talking about?
I've heard of it a lot. I see a lot of churches with it. It got a lot of different features in there as well.
Oh,
it's expensive. It ain't the cheapest stuff, man. That's why I don't have it. It's not the cheapest.
Oh, you use that church stuff. Yeah, that came out basically
church stuff
in 2019, 2020. It came out during COVID when all the churches went. I don't know, evangelistic television. All you guys got podcasts all of a sudden. I started to make that money off y'all, but I was late to the game.
But what was you about to say about a prayer?
Oh, I wanted to thank you for writing that prayer and sending it. I know you were so busy this weekend.
Oh yeah.
When we were there in the hospital room, but that prayer you wrote for the family was so. Oh my God, man! I want to weep right now, man. And the family thanks you for that prayer that you wrote.
God be the glory, man.
As we were helping our brother transition to the next level, next phase, and having your own preacher really does help, man. Because I know. It's finding out what kind of a preacher you are. I did not know like you were like so busy. Like you're the real like deal. You're not.
What you was underestimating or what you did? What you thought?
I had the preacher underestimated like a mofo.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot because I ride and all this. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought he was the regular ass, old dude running around talking about he was a preacher, like the one that tape recorded me. I'm not going to say his name.
You're not going to say his name.
I'm not going to say his name. I thought he was one of those preachers like that one I cussed out who tape recorded me while I was doing it and then played it live as I was doing it. No, he's
and then he called me last night. I couldn't get on the phone, and when we got on the phone, I had to let him know my other persona. I'm a chaplain, first responder. We had tornadoes go through here, so we was on alert last night.
Yeah, this guy is he's like he's a bishop or soming. Like he's got all these churches and stuff and all this.
So you telling me it's a difference between a bishop?
Listen, he's up there. That's all I know. He's up there.
There is a
I thought it was, and this is the thing, because
I know what you're gonna
you
say.
go
Go
in, no,
ahead.
no, no, no. When I go in different areas, you know, everybody around here are reverends.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear, you know, reverend, then you hear pastor, but then you hear reverend and pastor.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, when I go to my people in New York, everybody is like a bishop. And then I go other places, and then it's evangelist. So I just thought that it's just
Titles.
a preference of names. So it's
There
more than
is
just a preference.
biblically, you have deacons, preachers slash bishops. Now, what we have done in the Ecclesiastes, we have separated everything. Everybody want to be trying to get a title to outdo the next person. I don't call people reverends because reverence is God's name. He's the one that's the reverend. I'm a pastor because I have a church and congregation. My understanding of a bishop is a person that has churches or a fellowship up under him. When my pastor, my last church, became a bishop, I never called him bishop. I only called him pastor because he was my pastor and I didn't have a church under him. But a lot of people, I don't put people down, but when we sit down and we discuss that with different organizations and different denominations, that always comes up. You can't be a bishop unless you can go back to Peter and all that. I'm like, look, okay, you preach the word of God. You're good.
Yeah, but he's like a bishop, man. That's all I got. He's up there.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
up there. He tried to bring himself down just now. That we're not doing that here. He's up there. Damn it. I mean,
you have to have humility.
All right, so moving into our story because people get mad at us that we don't.
I know you've been on 15 minutes and you ain't say nothing.
Our story comes on at 12 minutes and 3 seconds, and everything is freezing. I don't know why everything is freezing. But let's try to see if we can bring the story up. Here we go. Action. We're hearing from the young man who was involved in what they are calling not a fight, but rather an attack. Wow, computer, you are doing the most right now. Let's see what we can do. Action. Okay, there it is. It came up. Okay, so Pike's Pub battery victim speaks out, says he plans to pursue charges against his attacker. So this is new. Before he had not decided to pursue charges, but I'm sure what has happened is he has now been surrounded by folks who are he did not know he had the kind of support that he would get from the community.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure it's absolutely overwhelming to him. Hey, just a writer named Sprite, we see you. That's Sprite, the pixie there. Miss Lotus is here. My club brother there, Baker's there. So he was probably found himself very much supported, more so than even he thought. And this is interesting. We're going to play these short clips, and then for the folks that need to get the news and get out of here, and then we're going to play the little bit longer clip. But anyway, the victim of the battery of a battery, and a battery, of course, is an attack, and that is a battery is an offense against law. So the victim of a battery at Pike's Pub spoke out for the first time Thursday, less than a week after the attack. James Simmons is his name. He gave his statement on the attack to police. So this is outside of the police station right here. He went inside the police station with this reverend. He's got this pastor that's obviously now working with him. And so on his way outside of the proceedings, they had an impromptu press conference. He said he was appreciative of those who have stood behind him in the aftermath of the incident and that he is working with police. So he is now working with the police to have those involved in the attack charged. I just want to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else, he said. Now, there are a few things that they're asking for from this, from a few things that they want to clarify and make sure that happens. One, he said he didn't want this to happen to anyone else other than himself. Two, he was upset because the bar will assume no responsibility in this. And so he now is seeking to have that bar closed down indefinitely. and they want the investigation to continue, and they want the bar investigated for its ties, its so-called or alleged ties to the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. These are some of the things that came from their press conference. So let's listen to this. This chops it up a little bit, and what I don't like about this is I don't really like the way it's chopped up. That's why I went and found the whole press conference. But let's play this real quick and see what it looks like. Action. Did we get a commercial? Or is it even going to play? Look at that.
That's your computer.
Right. That's not my computer. This is their server. Wow. Look at that.
But another thing that could be a lot of people trying to look at that.
Okay, here it is. Say what?
A lot of people can be trying to watch it. And yeah, you're right. Could be their system.
Yeah, it's their server. Don't put that on me.
Continually react like that. I didn't know I was so supported. But just seeing that really made me feel better.
Now at 5, for the first time, that man attacked in a Waynedale bar last week is speaking out.
James Simmons was joined by Pastor Carlton Lynch in front of the Allen County Courthouse this afternoon. 21 Alive reporter Justin Lemke is there now with the latest. Justin?
Heather and Linda, Pastor Carlton Lynch and James Simmons, the victim, like you guys mentioned, of that bar attack, walked over from the police station at around 3:30 p.m. and ended up here. I'm going to step out of the way so you can kind of get a look at where it all happened, just right out here in front of the courthouse. And Carlton Lynch was the main speaker. And I got to say, it was a fairly brief meeting outside the courthouse. But there are some main points that Pastor Lynch made. One of them is that Simmons gave his statement to police today and is intending on pressing charges. 2, they're calling this an attack, not a fight. And 3, they are calling for Pike's Pub to be closed down indefinitely due to their lack of accountability in this situation. And they say their connection to the Outlaw Motorcycle Club is another reason it should be shut down. And after Pastor Lynch spoke, an emotional Simmons addressed the situation.
I gave my statement today. I will be pursuing the press charges. I just want to make sure this don't happen to nobody else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And like I said, I appreciate everybody doing work, you know what I'm saying, that's not out here right now, that's not getting no recognition. I most definitely appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Pastor Lynch also addressed the question about the mayor's involvement, saying she's doing all that she can, but they need the sheriffs to continue their efforts. And at the end of the meeting here out front of the courthouse, Pastor Lynch did say there was another African-American woman at Pike's Pub that night who tried to break up the attack. And she also gave a statement to police today. And again, of course, this is an ongoing investigation. We will continue to update you with any information when we get it. But for now, reporting live.
Oh, what happened there?
Live outside the Allen County Courthouse, Justin Lemke, 21 Alive News.
Okay, so yeah, there was a woman there that we saw her in the video, and she was trying to stop the fight. We got to get something today. I'm gonna go get the Ain't No Punk Awards designed. We got to start giving out our Ain't No Punk Awards again. Okay, so here is another one. We'll show.
Can I say something before you play that real quick?
Yeah.
This is and Lavish can probably agree with this. This is why it's important for people like us and other people that's on YouTube and reporters and people's going to report on these stories to get it right and to be mindful of what they say. Because now that he is pressing charges, they can go back and use a lot of these, like that other guy. Say, yeah, they called the Outlaws. Yeah, the Outlaws run that bar. They can actually use that against them. Because
only if it's true. Though.
Only if it's true.
But
you still got to be careful.
What pundits say is one thing, but that no one's been arrested yet, which I find interesting because all of that took place on very public camera. But
could that be because of what they labeled it? They labeled it initially a fight. Now they're gonna.
It could be.
Yeah.
And but one thing is for sure, they're doing their due diligence and investigation. They absolutely have to be at this point with all of the public scrutiny. They're taking their time to investigate. So we'll see. Fred says hangs out in a biker bar, then cries the bar should be shut down due to biker connection, and makes police statements. The guy's a POS, they say. So every time one walks in there that they don't like, they're going to get beat the F down, says C. Ruger, and that's okay. Oh, it looks like the comment section is going at it. Rico, speaking truth logic, they thinking hard of how they can use it to maximize the effect. Has everyone that's ever walked in there been beaten? So there's still a lot of folks that blame the victim in this case. It was definitely his fault because of this, that, and the other. But I'm going to read you guys something here.
I got my own opinion. I got my own opinion on it.
Oh, well, let's hear that. Let's hear that.
I got my own opinion on how everything is, man. I don't know if you remember when this stuff first happened. When the stuff first happened, and the guy said that he wasn't going to say anything, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, cool. We're going to take it by the chin, blah, blah, blah. But then if it was me, you know, you got certain codes that you got to live by, you know, whoop, that's cool that he's not going to say nothing. But on the flip side, me being me, I won't go ahead and hit him where it hurts. I'm going to hit him in the pockets, right? Because I'm going to think about it. Black Dragon, don't lick your lips like that while I'm talking, man. Hey, man, while I'm talking, man, don't lick your lips while I'm talking, man.
You were talking so deliciously.
I'm just saying, man. It
was just so delicious.
Do all that, man.
He put his LL Cool J on you, bro.
Yeah,
He
man,
put his
I ain't even feel right, you know. I tried to act like I ain't even feel right, you know.
I was not licking my lips to you.
Don't do that, man.
I'll make sure not to do that again.
Hey, man, don't. Oh, man.
You know what?
Anyhow, man, listen. I told him, I said, get him where it hurts at. Hit him in the pockets. I'm gonna go from an outside view. Hey, listen, he's not a biker, so let's put him in the civilian category. He's whatever I'm going off the video. He's a civilian in a biker bar who got beat down in that bar. Why do you think bars don't last long?
Biker bar. That's the first thing.
You said what?
What makes everyone think it's a biker bar?
I never stated what kind of bar. I said bar. So I'm going to go on with this.
It doesn't have to be a biker bar. A lot of motorcycle clubs run legitimate bars, and you don't even know the motorcycle club is running that bar.
Let me finish this without the interjection, because you'll go on and on. Guys in the bar. He gets stumped down by some patrons in that bar, right? No security, nobody stopping him, whatever. It hits the media. Even if it didn't, I want to hit that bar where it hurts, and that's financially. So the guy says, hey, I don't want to press any charges because some dudes, I don't want to go through that shit. Happens as a fight, blah, blah, blah. Bam, leave it alone. The video circulates all over the world. Forget the guy at this point. Because y'all don't get what's really going on. Forget the guy. He's just a victim of circumstance. It's just like chasing accidents. You got these lawyers everywhere. They got to make a name for themselves. You got these community activists everywhere. They got to stay strong for the community. They're all chiming in, coming in, because they're looking at it for press, publicity, and financial gain. Get him where it hurts at. You think that black dude just came out the blue? Let me not say black dude. You think this guy just came out the blue to come out here and want to make a statement? No, that was a press statement for a purpose and a reason. I don't want anybody else to have to go through what I went through. I don't want anybody else to hurt. No, go out here. This is what you're going to do. You're going to make a press release and you're going to go out there and do that. And we're going to work this case.
No, he's definitely got some coaching at this point.
That's all I'm saying is at the end of the day, this whole thing, we talking about it, all this stuff. Here it is. This is a perfect opportunity for this lawyer to gain some recognition.
No, he's not a lawyer. That's a preacher.
It's a lawyer behind the scenes that's working this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
You got the community activists and leaders out there on another end working this stuff. You got this guy out here. All these people put this in his head because he just wanted to go away. He felt embarrassed. It's all over the internet. Now he's feeling like, there's no need to be embarrassed. I'm about to get a lawsuit. We about to take this thing out. That's all it is, man. In a nutshell. You got to read between lines. Forget being a tough guy. let's think about it on the other side. I can go out here and I can't outnumber these guys, but I can hurt them financially.
Hit him in the pocket.
Hit them in the pocket. And they're always going to remember that.
Well, Lavish, that's what I said when we first started the show. I said, obviously, he did not know he had the support he's got. So at first he wanted it to go away. So he's found a lot of support that he didn't know that he had before. And so now the story has changed. Now he's going to be suing. Okay, this is another picture of him. James Simmons speaks.
I think I was at that bar in the parking lot, and I'm having traumatic stress from the most part of everything.
You okay?
I need you to call the lawyers.
You okay?
Man,
Not well.
I couldn't start my car quick enough. I'm charging the bar. Just throw my name in the lawsuit.
Well,
because here go the thing. This is what happens. You get something that's too big, everybody just throws their name out there. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Just put your name out.
I watched the video 6 times and I'm having flashbacks.
You're not doing well. You're not doing well. Listen, that's where the
people want stuff to go away. So, you say Black Dragon was there outside in the parking lot on his way coming in. He got trampled over with people running out. Black Dragon might not even been there. Put it in a lawsuit. They want stuff to go away. Who was this Black Dragon dude? I don't know. He wants $20,000. Give him the money. I just want the stuff to go away.
Well, yeah.
Share that money with me, Black Dragon. The same money you get.
I'm still waiting for my Hell's Angels paycheck.
And he don't even have to tell on the bikers. He can put this all on the bikers. Don't even have insurance. The bar has the insurance. He doesn't even have to speak on the biker incident. This stuff happened inside. When you go to an establishment, you're supposed to protect your patriots.
Oh, I hope to God they have insurance. This is not one of the ones they should have let slip.
Well, they got liquor in there, so they got to have insurance. Supposed to.
He's going for a lawsuit because people keep pushing the same false narrative that he's some deadbeat that didn't want to pay his bill. They just keep lying on that man's name. He wasn't going to talk, but since they keep lying on his name, now he is going to talk, says Biker Podcast Clips Unofficial. Lou Vega, I think I was there too. I'm having PTSD. Okay, you can't claim PTSD from being there from the show.
I told you, bro. I watched that video. Black Dragon kept seeing that video over and over again.
Honestly, I can accept the beatdown, but once you start throwing in the N-word around, it changes everything, says the barbershop. Soundproof 1%er. Oh, he wants more than 20K. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we will see. They didn't say they wanted anything at that time, but we have seen... we
got to pursue.
We've seen the playbook. Okay, so this is another one. James Simmons speaks to media for first time after attack. So here he is out in front of the courthouse, and let's see what this one is.
Since 1914, Johnson & Wales University has been a leader in hands-on, high-impact learning. Now at the university...
They won't let you turn it down. Okay, here we go. Boom, we'll turn it down there. Here we go. Action. This will be off in a second, and then we'll be right back to it. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Here we go. Boom. Action. Okay, stop. Turn that on. Here we go.
We begin tonight with continuing coverage of the viral attack on a man at Pike's Pub. This afternoon, the victim in that video spoke to the media for the first time.
This is really low.
55's David Tillmans has more details.
I'm here outside the Allen County Courthouse where earlier this afternoon, Carlton Lynch, a pastor and activist, spoke alongside James Simmons, the man who was seen attacked in that viral video out of Pike's Pub last week. The video shows Simmons being assaulted by a group of men wearing jackets for the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. Simmons arrived at the press conference today after meeting with investigators, and he hopes for the investigation to look not only into the assault itself and his attackers, but also into the involvement of the owners of Pike's Pub, who Pastor Lynch says has ties to the Outlaws.
This was not a fight, it was an attack. That James Simmons was never a threat to anyone that was in the pub.
I didn't know that the city would react like that. I didn't know I was so supported. I just want to make sure this don't happen to nobody else.
Yes, sir. The investigation is still ongoing. No charges have been filed at this time. As prosecutors say, they are still looking for information about the assault. If you have any information about this case, Lynch Simmons, and city and county leaders urge you to come forward. You can share that information with the Fort Wayne Police Department or.
So that was really low, but on this, we found out a few things watching this, and of course, it's as we've discussed before. I think it is absolutely going to get bigger. They are definitely calling this an assault now. They're not saying that he was in a fight. His team is calling it an assault, and that the assault was definitely uncalled for. That he never posed a threat to anyone, and so you can see which way that it's going now. Here is an interesting article that we pulled up that also happened a few days ago. I had missed this article before. A witness says it was never about paying the tab. So everybody says paying the tab. Well, I think one guy says it quite. First of all, we want to thank Soundproof for that super sticker. Thank you, man, for supporting the channel. We appreciate that. This right here shows where a lot of people's thinking is that are up there in that area. Feds want to turn this knicker into a snitch. Stay out of white biker bars. So yeah, it can be kind of nasty, especially up in that area, it seems. That right there says it in a nutshell for some of the folks and how they feel. I don't know that it was ever necessarily established that this was a quote unquote white biker bar. There are a lot of bars that are owned by biker clubs or run by biker clubs, and you don't even know biker clubs or even have anything to do with it. Anthony Banks said he didn't deserve that beat down, but before the Outlaws were called, he had his hands up screaming, "Nobody is going to beat me up in here." And he was acting a fool. You had to be there. Maybe Anthony Banks was there and saw that. He's going for a lawsuit because people keep pushing the same false narrative that he's some deadbeat. Okay, we said that. And we want to thank you for that $10 donation. Keep it logical. Thanks, man, for supporting the channel. We appreciate you. So we read, this is something that we hadn't read before. It was never about paying the tab. Witnesses recount Pike's Pub incident. A man who was at Pike's Pub Friday night when another man was beaten spoke to Wayne 15. And Wayne 15, I've been told, is the alternate paper there. There's a bigger paper that's there, but Wayne 15 is another local paper there. About what he saw, he heard after a video that the brawl went viral and made national headlines. The man spoke with Wayne 15 under the condition that his identity would remain anonymous. He said he feared retaliation against him and his family from the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. The witness said he wasn't there long before chaos broke out. One narrative that has spread on social media was that the man who eventually fell victim to punches, kicks, chairs being thrown at him and racial slurs was skipping out on paying his tab after being cut off. The witness said that was not the case. The witness said the bartender told him he could have another drink, the witness said. The owner's boyfriend told him he was cut off. And the owner's boyfriend was way more drunk than he was. The witness said it seemed to him that the owner's boyfriend was trying to abuse the authority and abuse his authority and kick the man out. The man was a regular, according to this witness. He planned on paying, the witness said. He wasn't trying to leave without paying. It was never about paying the tab because he always pays his tab. And as a regular probably always does pay his tab. According to the witness, the victim has his card out, ready to pay at one point. That's when he says men wearing vests labeled Outlaws began to show up. 3 or more of them walked in before the victim even got to reply, the witness said. They were telling him that he needed to leave. He went to leave, and that's when the owner's boyfriend grabbed him by his arm and said, "You're going to pay your tab," expletive. And that's when the Outlaws tightened up and squeezed around him. The witness said that one of the men dressed in the Outlaws gear hit the victim in the face, and that was when several other men began to attack the victim, who was black. In the video, at least one person can be heard yelling out a racial slur. The witness said police weren't called until after the victim had been hit, punched, and kicked repeatedly. Once police arrived, officers located the victim and spoke with him. According to Allen County Sheriff's Department, they said the victim did not want to provide information on individuals responsible for his injuries. He was taken to the hospital in fair condition. Well, we know that that has changed now. As we have seen the video, he will absolutely be pressing charges. Wayne 15 asked the Sheriff's Department if federal authorities might be brought into the ongoing investigation and whether this could be a federal hate crime due to the language used in that was heard, due to the language used in that was heard in the viral video. That's interesting writing there. The Sheriff's Department said the case had been assigned to a detective. So we do now know that the FBI is looking into this as well. It is very early in the investigation. He's still getting the case together. A public information officer with the department said the witness said he would like to see those seen beating the man held accountable for their actions. I want everybody to not to have to feel like they're walking on eggshells when they're going into any of the bars, he said, whether they're white, whether they're black, whether they're Mexican, Latino, Dominican, everybody should be entitled to go into any bar. So that's a little bit different than the guy who said the knicker shouldn't go in any bar. Man, some of these people are very ugly. Thank you, Lou Vega, for that for that $10 super chat. Lou Vega, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man.
Did you read what he said though?
No, did he say something else?
Yeah, on his super chat, he said, "I'm paying my tab so I don't get beat down."
No, I was trying to scroll down to it. I'm just
okay.
I'm still trying to scroll down to it and find it. Here he goes. I'm paying my tab so I don't get beat down. Holy moly, man! And we don't want you to have PTSD, Lou Vega, or any of that. So we do know from another story that I have here that the FBI have been called into it, and I believe the ATF and every damn body else.
What are all them people called in there for, man? It's just I ain't gonna say it's just a fight, but what's all them alphabet people in there for?
Well, the alphabet.
Well,
all right.
What did we say before? They're going to they're going to use, whether right or wrong, they're going to use this as a way to get at another 1%er biker club.
Yeah,
they can use this.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing at that point. This is another way to add to.
Let's not let the local police handle it. Y'all need the federal government to come in and handle it. Sound familiar? No, stop.
Well, that's what's going on over there in California right now. Yeah, that Trump sent in the troops on their ass. Just like that. No, y'all ain't doing well. Let me get the feds in here. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But they're all natural born enemies, man. They're not trying to play nice with these guys. And so I don't know if it rises to a federal crime, but the feds are there. Let that be known. The feds are definitely damn sure there.
Drew, look at what Drew said, and I want to answer that.
What time?
You just put it up at 10:46 your time.
So is it a hate crime if I get jumped by blacks and they call me cracker? It absolutely is.
I would believe it. Yes, it would be.
Yeah,
it would be.
I think, absolutely. Man, I think, and this is just my own opinion. I'm not going on white or black. I'm going on the business side of it. If it would have been a white on white thing, would it be a big deal that it was some bike related stuff for bikers? Absolutely not. To say the least, if it was a white guy with these other white guys and not a black guy, the only thing that I would see that people will be talking about is a lawsuit.
But I disagree a little bit, because
how many times it's a fight every day at a bar that we don't know about. Every night it's a fight at the bar.
But this one got out.
Happened to be this one. A lot of them get out on social media. Blacks on blacks, no big deal.
But you got
white
on white. You have
the
element of this is a big 1%er club jumping on a civilian. If you leave the culture out of it, black, white, Mexican, leave that out of it right now. But if they put out a video of an outlaw club jumping on a civilian, oh yeah, it's going to get out. And I think, besides the racial slur, it'll get the same attention.
This is nothing new. I'm only speaking on the standpoint of I think that right now is so hot because it's financial. It's a lawsuit. It's publicity. That's it. People fight every day. White people, listen, you come downtown.
They're saying this was not a fight. This was an attack. People are not attacked.
Listen, you word it to make it fit for you. The media words it to make it fit for you. If I sit and I say, hey, this Black Dragon got attacked. Wow, what happened? Then I say Black Dragon got into a fight. For real? You use certain words, it changes the emotion of that.
Well, you can say certain words, but did the guy get attacked or not?
Did the guy get in a
fight or did the guy get attacked?
He got whatever happened is only a big deal because it's all over the internet. They're using the race, and you got these outside people that's picking it up. That's just my opinion. I just seen white dudes beat down black guys. I just see black guys beat down white guys. No big deal. This happened inside of a bar. It's a big deal because I see the financial gain. That's the only way that I'm looking at it because people get into fights all the time. You can see, you go on your social media page, you see something that happened. Oh, yeah, security guard knocked this dude out. Wow.
I've always been one to question the hate crime idea. Crime is a crime.
Yes.
A crime is a crime, and you hate everybody. Don't you hate everybody you commit a crime against? Like, I don't like that person. I probably hate that person. I want their money or whatever it is I'm going after. So I don't know.
I want to tell you. I like what Motogato said. Motogato said being jumped and getting into a fight are two different things. And I was going to ask that, but what's the definition of a fight? If I go up in this one-on-one, that's
win.
Fight.
To win, there's no rules.
To win.
To win.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting thing because if he had whooped all them dudes, would he have been attacked?
But if he would have whooped all of them, he would have been defending himself because he was being attacked. He was not the aggressor.
So you just said he was being attacked. So was he attacked?
Lavish said they was in a fight.
Yeah,
he was in a fight for his life, maybe.
Yeah, he was in a fight. However the case is being.
When the first punch was thrown, that's when
This is what I want to do, and I'm going to tell you because I don't have a problem with anything. If I'm in the streets and I get into a fight or attacked or jump, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight the best as I can do. Hold on, Mr. Interrupter. Hold on. God, dog.
There was
Can I get it out? Can I finish? That's not a period. That's a comma.
In there.
That's a comma. If I get into a fight, listen, if I get into a fight in the street, I'm going to fight. You let me be on any property that got some alcohol, any corporate place, and I get into a fight, or somebody try to attack me, I'm telling you, I'm falling out. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I'm doing. And then I'm staggering when I get up.
What? boy.
What happened? I just came to get something to eat. What happened?
Oh boy.
What happened to my clothes?
What happened to my clothes?
What happened? I'm telling you what I'm doing. I don't care. I'm not playing a tough guy at that point. I just got jumped. I don't know what happened.
Well, look.
Crying and all that. Put me on the news. Call the NAACP. Call the activists. Call everybody.
Let me add this to Lavish. Black Dragon. I don't
know what to do.
I told my kids.
You're hard ass Lavish. I
don't care. Hard ass Lavish going to be riding around in a new ass Bentley around this with a new house in a rural area. Yes.
let me say,
I'm thinking the
Black
bigger
Dragon
picture.
with
Forget the stuff.
with the stuff that we know and the techniques that you gotta be careful. So I always told people, I said, if I get into a fight, because I'm a short guy, I get into a fight, somebody attack me, I am going to scream, help me, while I'm doing what I'm doing to help me. Like Lavish said, help me. And when the cops come, you okay? No, I'm gonna be crying and everything. It's like you gotta be crying. I said, you gotta understand how to do it. If you stand, I did it, you going to jail. You get arrested. You go, especially here in Texas, they taking everybody to jail.
I'm telling you what I'm doing. Hey, listen, I ain't all Lavish. You went out like a sucker. Why? Nope. Because while y'all thinking that I went out like a sucker, I'm sitting there laughing. Hey man, I can take a couple punches. Oh man, I got a broke rib. Oh yeah, how much did Rodney King get per bruise or punch? Put me in that category.
Yeah, he got paid. Hey, let's always Glidden says, always gliding. That's what that is. Always gliding says, on the set, stuff happens. We all know that, but to wear colors and to stomp a civilian, that's why it's such a big deal.
There you go, right there.
Thank you for that $10 donation, man. We appreciate it.
Give him a clap, give him a hand clap, give him applause.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get over to the clap.
Let me get it for him because he's taking a lot.
Okay, well, where's yours? We can't even hear yours.
Oh, you couldn't? Okay, my bad. I
got Black Dragon, you got him on that one. Now you got to get
raggy ass system you got over there. We still don't hear no clapping though.
Hey, I had it on mute over here, man.
Just got him on that one. Hold on a second.
I got one.
He ain't even looking at the screen now.
Mine is dirtier than yours.
Oh yeah, no, I still see mine. I ain't got none of that kind of stuff. None of that. I still got the first one. What you got, Logic? You got the 2?
I got the Pro 2. Yes.
Yeah, I'm still on 1.
Yeah, we got the Pro 2s here.
Yeah, no, I still got the 1, man.
Of course, you could buy the Pro 2 cover and not have a Pro 2.
Yeah. No.
Who's gonna pay that money?
Yeah, aren't these like $79 for them damn things? Anyway,
back to the show.
So we have the longer press conference between them that is a few minutes long, about 10 or 15 minutes long. But I did want to mention in this show, unfortunately, there has been a shooting that happened yesterday, and we're going to do a completely separate show for that. But there was a shooting yesterday at the Outlaws Clubhouse up in North Carolina, and we covered that story. I did a special. You guys weren't available yesterday. I did a special on that, and it's unfortunate. I've had about 12 calls on it this morning before I could even get out of bed. And we're getting a lot. Listen, in that area, we hear you. We know what you're saying. There are certain things we can say that we can verify. There's a lot that we can't say until we either get independent verification or some kind of way we can verify some of the stories. But they're all coming out of the area. We now know the name of the biker that was killed in the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, and one was shot. We know that it was an annual that anniversary they were having. They had a lot of people in the area that were from different outlaws from different states and areas that were coming for that anniversary. We have heard, we don't have any independent verification. People have chimed in on who the street is talking about, who they believe the club was. This was an attack. We've heard that this has been going on for several years now, and it has come to an explosion point. Man, it's a lot of territorial stuff is going on. We know that it is rumored to be a silver or white Suburban that drove by. It was a drive-by shooting. we have heard so far. And there's a lot of information that we're getting about this that we're going to do in a separate show, a little quicker show that we can put out the information that we have. But they have definitely lost a member of their organization. So definitely we want to acknowledge that and send condolences, of course, to the members and family. So it's when it rains and pours, they've got a lot going on in that area. The whole North Carolina area seems to be a powder keg right now, ready to explode. And this has been going on for a long time. And it's a few different motorcycle clubs. Remember when the one guy was killed in his driveway? There's a lot going on in that area all over North Carolina. It is just exploding. And it's almost like the 1980s again. So there's definitely a lot. And the summer hasn't even really gotten here yet. I guess it's May. I guess, we're in June. So the summer is here in full swing. So maybe this is going to be about a tough summer.
Let me ask you a quick protocol question on that very note. When things like that happen, because you said North Carolina's in, a lot of things going on, would it be wise, or is it known that, okay, if North Carolina's going through that and you're in a totally different club, don't have nothing to do with what's going on, that you be careful and not fly your colors going through that state? Because I've heard that in the past. That's why I'm asking that.
So you don't have a problem flying your colors if you have done your proper protocol to fly across the state. You don't have problems. Typically, this stuff is between 1%er clubs and their support clubs.
Right.
So if you ain't in that category, I've said in a video a long time ago, what do 99%ers do when 1%ers do this? 99%ers keep about their business and keep your head out of it. You just keep rolling, and they will settle it. So if you're in a 99% club, you're in some kind of a LEMC, if you're in a religious club or whatever, you're just doing your thing, riding down the road.
You're in a religious club, man. Only thing you can really do is pray.
Well, true. Yeah. You're right. Because that's all I'm gonna do. Just don't try to take my bike. Anyway,
just a writer named Sprite says, in the MCs that I deal with here in Georgia, if you do stuff like that and bring that kind of attention to the club, you are turning in your patches and being sent back to where you came from, period. That Georgia's a tough place to club. It's like many other places that have a whole lot of clubs in it, and there are a lot here. In Atlanta, there are like 400 clubs in the city of Atlanta alone. So it's crazy. But if you're a 99%er, you do your 99%er thing. And then sometimes the blowback will come over to your side when one side or the other will roll around and try to make everybody a support club or something. And I've seen that happen before, where they roll in and tell you, you're going to make a choice. And people have called me, oh my God, they said I've got to make a choice. And I say, no. Most of the time you don't have to make a choice at all, because they're so damn busy that they don't have time to focus on you. They got way bigger other things going on. But just keep your head down and pay attention.
Because that happened when we was talking about the anniversary. You want to call anniversary normally fun things, but the anniversary of what happened down here in Waco. And I remember at that time, I got a phone call, and I was independent. I had a Harley Davidson patch on the back of my vest. And it was like, well, Logic, you might want to be careful. I got Harley Davidson patch on the back of my vest. What I got to be careful
on them Indians, man, that might not like you, man.
Oh,
you might have them victory riders, man, that might have a beef with you or something, man.
Get them.
You might have to be careful flying Harley Davidson around. Them the victory people, man.
That was a jab at me. I already felt that.
You might even get you one of them Triumph guys that run up on side of you or something. Who knows?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so on our way out of here, we're going to look at this little bit longer video clip of the preacher and him. But that is our story for today, and we're going to be looking at the this is about 12 minutes or so when he was speaking. You can see the whole interview and take a look at that. Hey, listen, before we go though, before we go to that point of the show, I want to make sure that you guys who don't know, I want to make sure you guys know that the Forsaken Motorcycle Club is inviting you to the Jungle, their 19th anniversary party, which is going to be coming up this weekend, June 13th through the 15th. The anniversary party, the pre-party is on Friday, 6/13/2025 from 9 p.m. until at the Forsaken MC Clubhouse. The meet and greet Saturday, 6/14/25, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Ukrainian Youth Center, 301 Palisade Avenue, Yonkers, New York, 10703. The anniversary day party, 6/14/25. It'll be from 5 till 9 at the Ukrainian Youth Center. Trophies, most repped on 2, most repped overall, most repped out of state, most repped as a social club, most repped on 4, which is a new one that I've not really seen before. That's going to be cool. Furthest distance, the book closes at 8 p.m., which means that's the last time anyone can count, and then they'll be given the trophies. The after party will be immediately after at the Forsaken MC Clubhouse. So scan this thing right here for tickets. Let me make it big for you. And I will be there this weekend, so definitely if you want to come hang out with Black Dragon, I should be there and hanging out. God willing, and the river don't rise. If you ain't never had a party, if you ain't been to a Forsaken party, man, it is absolutely incredible. June 13th through the 15th, you get a $20 weekend pass, man. So make sure to join us out there and have a good time. So that's the fun part of MCN. So we're going to get back to this. This was the live interview there, and we'll be able to take a look at this live interview. And anything you guys want to say before we jump into this live interview?
No, man, I want to, give a shout out to Forsaken. They got the event going on this weekend, as you said. This the same weekend that my club, Boogie Down, got our breakout. So I can't make it up there, but I know they had mentioned this to me, I think at the Proc, and I was like, oh yeah. As long as you give me the information, I'm there. And I looked at the date, but I got a few people that I know that's riding up there to check out the event, and I want to get up there too, like really, really bad. So I am going to come up to New York, man. I do want to mess around with them guys up there. So I want to shout them out. And then before we get to this story, because I know I won't be getting up out of here, man. I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, Iron Queens. They had a good event, man. They turnout was really good, man, for their Saturday party. Mm-hmm. See that this was their first anniversary party that they had. They got a lot of support. That came out there to support these ladies, and they don't have a large club. It's only maybe not even 7 of them.
Mm. Yeah, hey, you don't need a large club to handle business.
You don't. Man. You really don't, man. You just got to get out here, support these people, man. And I'm always got to shout out my guys in all black, because no matter where I go, man, wherever they see me at or wherever it's a chapter, man, they always make sure I'm straight.
Yeah, those boys in all black ain't playing, man. I have
always make sure, man. They give me some of the best love ever, man. But yeah, let's go ahead on.
All right, so this is the impromptu press conference in its entirety being played on the TikTok channel. Here we go.
Been factual. I want to say thank you first to a young lady by the name of Bree Andrews that I've been following since this attack, and has done a great deal of investigative work from behind the scenes. So I want to make that known today. One thing that she said, I want to make sure that we keep ringing in the community that this was not a fight, it was an attack. And I think one of the news stations reported a fight broke out in Pike's pub. It's not a fight, it was an attack. Number two, I want you to consider that James Simmons was never a threat to anyone that was in the pub. A couple of days ago, we put on Facebook as we began to review the video a multiplicity of times. We see a young lady that was an African-American lady that was there to pick up food as well. And she was the only one out of the 6 to 7 that was attacking him. Out of all the people that was in that pub on that night, she was the only one that got in and done her best trying to break up the attack. I'm thankful to report to you all that she just left the premises and she just made a statement to the Allen County deputies as well. So we want to say, and we want to ask that whoever was in that pub on that night, we need the media to push not just what transpired from what we've seen on the video, but we need your help to get more statements from people that was in that place on that night. People will say, well, James, well, who was in there? How would he know he was attacked? There's no way that he can spend time to say this person was there in a blue shirt and that person was there in a white shirt and all of those various things. So she just left and she just made the statement. James is calling for this. So if anybody want to know what he wants a full investigation, and not only just investigation to what transpired in that pub on that night, but also the involvement of the owners of the establishment that is known to be, in fact, connected to the Outlaw Motorcycle Club. So we want just not the connection on what happened, but we want the connection on who the Outlaws are. News 15, we celebrate you all for the outstanding work you've done, explaining and giving us the history of the Outlaw Motorcycle Club. It was so much that I did not know about them, but that is a racially motivated. They are literally terrorists that's walking around in our community, and you can see just what transpired on this past Friday night. So all the news helped us to find out more about the connection, and that's what we've asked the sheriffs to do. I want to say this. I want to thank all of those that's on the ground. Just because we come in the city to bring attention and awareness to an injustice, we will never neglect the people that's boots on the ground, that's working tirelessly in the rain, in the cold, in the heat, no matter the weather. They have been protesting, they have been having signs out, and we want to say to keep it going. We want to do this until justice is won. Can I tell you all something that's unusual about sites like this? What's unusual is when you hear about Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Breonna Taylor, and the list goes on and on. None of those people are there to tell their story. But the beautiful thing about what transpired on Friday night is only one thing that came out good, and that James Simmons is on this ground to testify himself. And I believe that's a testament to every last one of us that's here right now that he is alive. In other words, it could have went another way. All right. So also we want to make sure, and we want to begin once a couple people get back into the city, that we want to launch Stand With James initiative, encouraging people to help him and to help our community close the Pike's Pub indefinitely. Yeah. Because they have not taken accountability for what happened in their establishment, that we can know just longer and just allow them to stay open as business as usual. And so I want to thank each one of you for coming. James is here. I'm going to ask that if he would like to have words at this time.
Just breathe. Just breathe, my brother. Take your time. Take your time. That's why we're here for you. We got all day.
Did you see the hand? Did you see the hand?
I missed it.
When he put his hand on his eye, that's a little bit. They you know.
Yeah.
It's
What?
like what? Nothing in his eye.
No, they said he was emotional.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be like that. But
The news people said he was emotional.
You gotta be like that. Come on now.
Lavish. Okay. I feel you. You can barely hear him.
Well, this is the part we heard earlier, right?
Yes, sir.
So the news channels said that you could barely hear him, and so that when they were playing the clips, they actually enhanced his voice. But even they said you can barely hear him. But here we go.
Like I said, I appreciate everybody doing work, you know what I'm saying, that's not out here right now and not getting no recognition. I most definitely appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So thank him.
So it's like they cut him off. Okay, that's good. That's good. So yeah, Lavish, there's definitely he's definitely have people around him that are coaching him.
And you know, even as we leave, and he's not standoffish, you can embrace him and thank him and appreciate him for being here with them. He really do appreciate it. Yeah, he really do appreciate it. As I said, it was his first day. Today is the first day dealing with this. So we don't have time for a lot of questions, but if you just got 2, maybe 3, we can take it this time. Let's go.
How is he doing emotionally?
Well, I think that just, stands, it's his first day. He's been brutally attacked by 7, what I believe to be white supremacists. I mean, I don't know. How would you do?
Probably do the same. I have a question for James.
This being the first day, like you mentioned, with everything, and seeing all these people out here in support for you, what does that mean to you?
This one's for James as well. Just kind of like describe what it was like seeing kind of the community response after, just seeing everybody that's shown up at protests and stuff like that, posts on Facebook, etc.
Like I said, it's very heartwarming. I didn't know that the city will react like that. I didn't know I was so supported, but just seeing that really made me feel better. I'm moving on, and hopefully I can get justice now since it's nationwide.
I just kind of want to ask in general. I mean, obviously, again, mentioning this is the first day of everything. Giving the statement. Sort of, what are the next steps that we're looking at here in this process?
I mean, the next steps is on next week. He will continue to meet with his attorneys, and we ask for all the community, every organization. You got Larry Gitz here from the gang. You have NAACP. You got all kind of organization. Continue to do what you do. Work your lane and allow him to have some length of privacy while he worked with the law enforcement, the prosecutor's attorney, and then his own personal attorney. I just think that he just needs just time to kind of just heal and try to figure what are the next steps for him and his family.
Is there anything more we can do as a community to help? What can we do?
I think what the community has done, what all have been done, just continue to do. And connect with organizations that are on the front line. And not only those who's on the front line during times like these, because there's going to be days when these cameras are not around. But the work still must continue. All right? So make sure that you walk around and figure out who's who. My brother next to you, he live, and he got a whole lot thing going on. Artists, I think Bree Andrews is connected to him. Figure out what they're doing. You got Larry, you got different organizations, just partner. And what we love about you is that you don't look like us, but we still believe the same. And so we need all people involved. The mayor has spoken, and she is in support. We've talked to the mayor a couple of times this week. James had a moment to talk with her as well. She's been reaching out ever since the brutal attack. And while we ask where is the mayor, and no disrespect, we got to continue to ask where is the sheriff. And with that being said, I'm not saying that the sheriff is not, but we cannot just continue just because we're black and brown, continue to call her out for everything that transpired. I know I'm just saying it for the rest that's in the crowd. This happened in the county, and so she has a lot to deal with in the city. 84-year-old woman shot and killed in her house. Her hands are full.
What are your thoughts on what the press conference yesterday with the sheriff and the prosecutor?
I think he really had zero to say because he hasn't talked to the victim. I think it was a waste of media's time because people can run and claim to speak on behalf of the case, but until you have a victim, you have no case.
Are you going to be asking the media to cooperate with the police on this investigation the way they did during the protest 5 years ago?
You know, it's amazing. That's a real good question because you're right. 5 years ago, this same month, we was going through with the George Floyd case, and so I can't really instruct media on what they should do. I think the media has done a superb job at just stating the facts.
Okay, yeah,
and so
I didn't mean to instruct. I just meant pressure because they did it without any pressure last 5 years ago. So I was wondering.
I think you have done good with pressure and keeping it before the people. Thank you. Anybody else at all? All right. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you, James. Appreciate you. And God bless. And tell people, now y'all help me, my people, y'all help me. Tell Fort Wayne I'll come to town when I get ready to come. If people call me, I'm coming. All right. Thank you.
Okay, you are watching 21.
Okay, so that was the press conference there in its entirety. So there were several things that they pointed out, as we've talked about throughout the whole show. So there you have it. That was the longer version of it, so you could see what was going on. So any
read your chat. I sent you a chat.
Yeah, the last one. Let's see. Okay, what time was that?
11:14.
11:14. Let me go back. 11:14. Man, these are coming fast and furious today. 11:14. What do we got? Okay, scrap iron. Another Al Sharpton, all about race. I feel sorry for all involved, but it wasn't a great idea to be in a bar and not pay that bill. And there are so many people, scrap iron, that say that is absolutely not what happened. But, you know, it's just typical. A black dude wouldn't pay his bills, so he had to get his ass whooped. I mean, I get sick of it. That's, you know, oh, he tried to rape a white woman. Like it's always some fucking bullshit. Some sort of attack against somebody, aspersion against somebody's character. It's been well documented that he was a regular in that bar and always paid his bill. We just did a thing where somebody that was a witness there said it was never about him not paying his bill, but that story is going to permeate no matter what. He was a black dude in the bar that wouldn't pay his bill.
And that's what's gonna make the lawsuit even better, because all of the mental stress that he got to deal with, man, with the assumptions is gonna make that lawsuit better. I'm gonna see if he wants to invest in some tow trucks.
Here it is right here. Top story. It was never about paying the tab. Witness recounts Pike's Pub. But you'll never stop forever this idea that Scrap Iron has. Probably wasn't a good idea for him not to pay his bill in that bar. Everybody that was there. And I mean, so many people tell me. Now, Anthony Banks said that he was being a loudmouth. Anthony Banks was in the bar. He said he was being a loudmouth. Anthony Banks said he was aggressive and what's the word, belligerent. And so maybe that was true too. Maybe he was being belligerent, but not even Anthony Banks who was obviously there, said he wouldn't pay his tab. I've heard from several people. I've heard from several people myself personally that said it was never about him not paying his tab or not wanting to pay his tab. That a lot of folks said it had to do with some folks thought he was trying to talk to one of the women there. And this witness here says that he didn't even say anything about him trying to talk to another woman. He said it was all about him. Well, we read it earlier. Go scroll back. But there are a lot of folks that say it had nothing to do with him not paying a tab or not wanting to pay a tab. This one witness said he had his card out and was trying to pay the tab and was told to leave. And when you get told to leave by several people around you, you turn and walk around and leave. Another guy grabs him by the arm and says, "You're going to pay your tab, mother effer." We saw the video. So they turn him around and they walk him back to the bar. I assume with his credit card in his hand. He never got a chance to pay his tab from that point.
Because he got punched in the face.
Because he got punched in the face right when he got back to the bar. His hands were down by his side. So somebody said, well, he tried to push through those guys. No, he didn't try to push through those guys. He got his ass walked back to the bar. I said I was going to stop cussing, didn't I? He got walked back to the bar, and there he was, and they were talking to him. "You're going to pay your bill, blah, blah." And then somebody punched him in the face. And when that somebody punched him in the face, he exploded and came after that dude with the vengeance of, had it been him and that dude would have been severely beaten. But, in the biker club world, one fights, everybody fights. That's, a lot of people say, oh, that was cowardly, this, that, and the other. Motorcycle clubs, biker gangs, period. Anytime you have superior numbers, it's not about taking a loss. They're not there to be fair. They're there to win. And they were going to you're not going to have one guy beat up a club of guys. Then, what kind of strength are you? They had, once it got on and popping, they had no choice but to win that fight. They had no choice. And that's why they came with superior numbers to do that. But isn't that how you show up when you got an army? You show up with enough people to win the war. So, no, the guy's not a biker, and he's a civilian. A lot of folks say, well, what was he doing in a white biker bar? I don't necessarily know that it was ever established that it was a white biker bar. It was definitely a bar that he goes to all the time. There was more than one. And we hear from people in the area. People in the area told us that this bar is frequented by people of all races. That it's not, they told us that from the day one, that this is a place that a lot of folks go to. There was another black woman in there. She was trying to stop the fight, and she gave her police statement that day too. But we saw her standing between the toughest dudes in there, pulling people off of people,
and she did not get hit.
Calling this a terrorist act is an inflammatory statement, but if the civilian brother is terrorized by this event, the alphabet is going to be all over it. We need to get away from some of these words that we use because they're definitely meant to be words like Lavish said. Words are definitely meant to put things in certain lights. And could white people get the same response? I don't think so. Chris Leach, I promise you, if a bunch of black dudes were videoed surrounding a white guy, beating the hell out of him and calling him racial epithets,
it would get the same.
There would not be a situation where a week has gone by and there were no arrests made. They would have got their ass arrested the first night. So let's be real on this. Why does it always have to be a hate crime or racial? Jeff, I said earlier, I think all crimes are hate crimes. So that is definitely, to me, I don't think anyone hates anyone any less. If you do a bank robbery and you kill somebody, is that less of a hate crime than, the person is still dead. So I think everyone should get the worst punishment for the worst things they do. It goes both ways. You never hear about it going the other way. How come white people are the only racist ones? I don't believe that, but I don't know. Let's look into it, guys. Let's see if it we'll look into it. Maybe I don't believe that I've seen why are the white people the only ones that are not racist? I've seen too many black guys hanging from ropes and shit but hey, I'm old. So maybe I'm just old and that just only went on in my time. Okay, people, let's just change the script. If these group of men were Muslims who jumped on this man, would they be called terrorists?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And Muslim
Mr. X.
mosques across the country would be burned up. So we got a problem with race in this country.
Absolutely.
Black Dragon, not true. A white guy got beat down by 8 black guys here in Fort Wayne a couple days ago at the Wrigley Bar. Damn. Did they call him the racial epithet? But yeah, well, we didn't hear about that. So, but there's a lot. Lavish said earlier, there's a lot we don't hear about. There's fights every day, Lavish said. Every single
day.
solitary day.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't
There's
hear
gonna
about
be
them
a
all.
fight tonight.
Probably there's
You're right.
a fight going on right now.
They're shooting and fighting here in Dallas every day.
But
I mean, I'm saying it's gonna be a fight. Literally, I'm going out tonight. I just know it's gonna be one. Might be a little one. It might be a big one. It might be a verbal
we
one.
might be covering Lavish.
No, it ain't gonna be me fighting.
Lavish already told us what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
Right,
it ain't gonna be me fighting, but it's gonna be a fight because it just is, man.
Hey, I gotta get on the call.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here, man. It's been almost an hour and a half, man.
We all do. Okay. So hey, any parting things from you, Lavish, before you go? We know what you got coming up. Tell us about it.
No, we got the Lavish Biker Bash coming up August 29th to the 31st here in Detroit, Michigan. It's a 3-day weekend. So I'm inviting everybody out. If you're free Labor Day weekend, come to Detroit if you're looking for something to do. If you're in the Midwest and the North, you don't want to travel far, but you want to do something for like a turn and burn or overnight thing, you're more than welcome. I got some hotels that's booked. So come out and support if you like. If you're in Detroit this weekend, we got 2 events going on. Boogie Down's Breakout, Boogie Down Motorcycle Club, my club. We having our breakout. We having a big party, as well as Next Level Detroit. They're having their anniversary party, and Boogie Down will be at their anniversary party this weekend, taking over a lot of Boogie Downs. We're gonna outnumber Next Level at their own party.
Scrap Iron, no one's calling you a racist and no one is jumping on you for your opinion. Absolutely does not happen on this channel. We want every side to be spoken. And please, we thank you for being here. We thank you for your response. The only way that anybody can move anything forward or whatever the case may be is not by calling people liars, airborne, but by having the conversation. We got to have the conversations, and we try to show both sides of the story. Calm down, Black Dragon. I'm not a racist. Okay, I'm not calling anyone a racist. Okay, I'm not, and I'm not upset with anybody. I'm just old and cantankerous, so I get old sometimes and say old things. But if without these conversations, then we just wouldn't be able to move anything forward. So we appreciate everybody that's on here, all 200 and some of you guys that were on here. And please hit the like button, man. All y'all was on here for all this time. Hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Lavish, we will be hanging out with you for that thing that you got coming up, man. And we wish you the best of success with it.
All right. All right.
Okay. Take care, brother. And Logic, it's your turn. Here we go. And action. You ready, Logic?
I'm ready. I don't hear anything. All right. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Logic. Keep it logical. Thank y'all for joining us today. We love the deep conversations. We love the friction conversations. But remember, we all are the same people on the same planet. We can all get along. Hey, when you're out there riding on 2s, 3s, and maybe even 4s, remember these words: ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith. Keep it logical. Peace.
And I'm Black Dragon, your boy Black Dragon. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we'd like to thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Please make sure to get my newest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, available at blackdragonsgear.com, also on Amazon and Kindle. Hey, man, everything you want to know about the Motorcycle Club world in terms of Motorcycle Club Protocol. Learn the social construct of Motorcycle Club life, rules, traditions, history, politics, and the modus operandi of motorcycle clubs. 500 pages here of Motorcycle Club information for you. So make sure to get our book, man, and we would appreciate it. Thank you for everything. Like, share, and subscribe. The link to our Discord server is in the description box below, man. You guys have a great day. Be good. Look for our updates on what's going on out here. We have a lot of shorts coming up so that it's not as long as our morning show, so you guys can check out the updates. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. And get skinny. Hey, we're at 330 pounds, okay? Down from 375, down from 375 pounds. The man boobs are going away. All right? All right? So take care of your diabetes. Take care of your high blood pressure. Take care of yourself, eat right, all those things, man, so you can live a long, healthy life. To Nikita 1%er, God bless you, man, in your transition. May your soul rest in peace, brother. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Ro? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when the motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys, the biker boys. It's in the house, most definitely. Blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon, Black Savage, MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. The V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.